So Lorenzo here, and I had to tell you something about what's going on with Gemini. So you start having temper with some things that I can't remember. I can remember something like that. When you have a job, when you work, some people may have some personal grudges against you, and some of the reasons why they hold on to the past forever, knowing that you made a mistake, know that a lot of things that happen when someone holds some personal grudges against you, when you work at a workshop, work at a day program, some reasons like people have some personal grudges against you. They repeatedly bring up negative stuff about you when they're attending with the workshop. Did you especially realize that you made a mistake and accept? And did you realize that you made a mistake? Did you realize that some some people tend to bring up negative issues about you, like this? So some people repeatedly bring up negative issues, like cussing people out, telling people what to do, try to boss them around, anything like that. You know that everybody else have their own personal grudges against you every day. So you want to delete your AI pictures on your phone. So you don't have to to forgive that person. And some people hold some personal grudges against you for the incident that happens a long time ago. You like show respect and kind to a kind of showing respect and showing respect to others is not a good thing when they hold personal grudges against you. Like they repeatedly bring up your mistakes and they repeatedly blame you for the incident that happened. So they bring up everything their about your past, and then some people may likely accusing you of every single thing. Like they hold on to any kind of personal grudges that was held against you, such as you being in a relationship with that person in a present moment. They consider to become that jealous type. They tend to be jealous. Saying they have a bad temper. They specifically have problems. Like they hold on to personal grudges, and they discuss the topic about how how you begin to have to focus on the present moment, but that some people may not be able to focus on new things. They continue to have their own personal grudges. They did bring up past issues. Like some people bullied you in the past. Some people bring up issues such as they exclude you, they took your paper, they isolated you, they take your money, and they took advantage of your of the friendship that you had with the companion. And some people had their own issues in the past. Like people confronted you about uh, about other people. Some people may challenge you, and they confront you about a friend, having personal problems. Some people always confront you about a friend or who's having problems. Like they want to challenge you to a disagreement or argument and likely to accuse you of doing something you did not do. Like they bring up issues about a friend or who you met at school, who you met at the workshop, who you met at your job, anywhere, intending discussing the topic. But that's not going to help you be positive. Or that's not going to help you be positive when people repeatedly um, asking questions like, "Can you text Jesse to see that she's not mad at you?" But they continue to repeat the personal grudges against you when you graduate from your school. They repeatedly hold some personal grudges against you when you have graduated from university, when you complete your course, when you complete so you had a certificate on completion and everything. And when after you graduate from high school, some people hold some personal grudges against you after you graduate high school and attend college. And most specific reasons, they repeatedly and blame you for your mistakes that you made. Some people will falsely blame you for their mistakes, and then the problem had came up, and then the problems have had come up a month later. Like your older brother holds some personal grudges against you, or your sister holds some personal grudges against you. Yeah, there's some of your family members. Like some family members are are like that when they have a bad day, or some people have bad days. When some people have bad days, uh, they continue to repeat themselves and get into a confrontation with you about it. About it, you say you can't respond to the accusations. The problem was when you go home and when you go to school and when you go to university. Oh, some people create false narratives about them when they become famous. I guess that some people may hold personal grudges against you back in 2009. Like Taylor Swift was interrupted by Kanye West. That's the reason why Taylor Swift hates Kanye West. You know, Kanye West interrupted Taylor Swift back in 2009. No, Taylor Swift holds some personal grudges against Kanye West for interrupting her speech back in 2009. No, Kanye West goes on a rant. You know, Kanye West goes on a rant and talk about celebrities, everything, everybody. Like going on a rant, hold some personal grudges, having no competition. They just hold some grudges. Like the late Irv Gotti is in love with Ashanti. But Ashanti began that relationship with Nelly. Like Irv Gotti holds some personal grudges against Ashanti for leaving Murder Inc. Like sometimes yeah, they like to become bitter or resentment with, like they have Ashanti left Murder Inc. Irv Gotti um holds some has some resentment towards Ashanti. I don't want. I do like to talk about some personal grudges that they have. He does accuse you of yelling because the reason why they want you to talk in a low voice, that's the practical thing to do. Finally, they will say they hold some grudges against one another back in the day, and then they intend to make up, but they will not make up when they hold some personal grudges against you. Although some copyrights, um, some copyright music, they play songs in the copyright music, so they do not intend to be happy. They intend to get upset over your success, or hold some personal grudges against you. They have their bitter resentment towards you when you work at the workshop, such as they have a bitter resentment towards you when you get upset. Recently, years ago, they bring up issues about you being upset over small things, just like you, just like everybody else, hold some personal grudges against you for being upset at the banquet. As you know what happens. You have some experience. You have some conspiracy. Like people hold some personal grudges against you for being upset too easily. I know what it's like for you to that the case manager would have a tendency to misunderstand you, and for the moment. So when you say that some people hold some become bitter resentment towards you when you work at hangars, when you work at a job, when people hold some personal grudges against you when you have to work at a different job. So they decided to bring up your past repeatedly and will continue doing it until 2026 and 2027. You know some haters. You know some of the haters are haters and they will hate you forever. So some of the reasons that they hold some personal grudges against me, hold some personal grudges, and they have a backlash history of conflicts back in 2019. Other they jealousies, hatreds that happened in the past, or or in order to maintain positivity, yeah, show enthusiasm. Oh no. Oh damn. Yeah, I'm alright. Oh, so what does it mean now? So you're stuck in your past, or what? Whatever you say that when you're stuck in your past, then you gotta start by go past that one. Don't say that some people will not be happy in resentment, be happy, but they will gonna have to continue to have some bitter and resentment towards you. And I can say that some people will have their personal problems, like some people pour all their hate and rage on somebody else because they can't live their lives alone. Um, that some bullies have some poor success and try to deal with personal problems and by pouring their hate and rage on somebody else. I don't know. Anyway, I don't get involved into the drama. Yeah, you avoid getting involved into their own drama, into their drama. So nobody else knows that if someone else gets involved in your situation. You leave now. No. Oh, they'll always say bad things about you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, some people will say bad stuff about you when they bring up your past, like the big Macomb Academy, anything, anything about your past is untruthful. Your stories, the creative narratives about Macomb Academy, that get into a falling out over a chick. Hey, you don't know somebody else is confronting you. You know your history. Always want to continue their confrontation. I deleted Lawrence Evans' number. Enemies. This is how the whole reason that someone is holding personal grudges against you. Yeah, you relax. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Well, Delta repeater. Hey, Grandma, you look nice. That's okay. No, I don't. It's not nice. Hey, what? Hey, I hear it. Disconnecting. This whole some personal grudges. I love having. Yeah, no, I don't invite the. What? You gained nothing? Why didn't you gain any of it? You, I don't seek that information. Hmm. Oh no, I don't invite Tatiana. I'm confused about this. I wouldn't forget that. I wouldn't forget that. I saw people with that. Well, I am a Honda in history. Wario. Mario Party 1. Not you. Just a. Yay. I don't like the cold, but I don't like the cold, but being hot is way worse. I don't like the cold, but being hot is way worse. I don't like the cold, but being hot is way worse. So that said that somebody else that said the who's the personal preference. My personal preference is like temperature. Show you tell. He was referring to you said that you don't. I don't even like the cold, but being hot is way worse. But being hot is way too worse. It's way worse. Against that, we become sweaty and gross. Become sweaty and gross. a casual chat about personal preferences like temperature. I don't like the cold, but being hot is way worse. It's way worse.